Well, good afternoon. It is Friday, January 6th, at the Full Moon Fiber Art Studios here in glorious Bedlam Farm. Well, there's an artist. There's an artist in here, and she just popped up.
Ew.
I'm trying like a different kind of shot. Trying to be creative.
I'm drying this. It's going to be one of the backings for one of my scarves.
Oh, it's going to be one of the backings for
That's
the
gonna
scarf.
be
Well,
the
let's see.
part
That's
of the
why it
front
was
of the
good to take this.
backing.
We're here to talk about scarves. That's why we're here today.
Hoping for it to dry.
Okay, Maria, what's going on?
So, here, let me show you. I'm making
Very exciting new stuff.
the hankies that I painted last week. I'm making into scarves.
Wow.
So I have a couple of them.
And all the ones you made so far are spoken for already.
They
We
are
haven't
all-
even made them.
So far, yes, I still.
So if
have
anybody
to-
wants them, can they still apply?
They can email me, and hopefully I'll have more left over where I can put them up on Etsy too.
And I'll mention on my blog
But,
too.
Yeah, so these are them finished. So they have, so I did a top stitching to stitch them together, and then they're stitched around the
This is
edges.
going to be a scarf. This is a scarf.
This is a scarf, and this is the backing.
Could you put it on so people can see what it looks like?
Okay. Well, let me take this scarf off.
I'm doing a little producing here.
It's awfully cold in here.
I used to be a producer, you know. I used to be somebody.
Used to be.
I used to be a big deal.
Well, I don't know. What do you think?
This is the hat I gave you for Christmas, and you have a feather in it. I love
Yes,
that.
but we're looking at the scarves.
Okay, the scarf. I'm sorry. I'm just, it's beautiful.
So they're of course all different. I'll show you. So I have two that are done, and then I'm working on. Watch your step. This one is all pinned together. It's sewn together and pinned together, and I have it. I have to sew it to the backing. This one. See these three pieces here. I'm working on pinning these together.
How many of these do you think you'll make?
I don't know. I have this stack here. The rest of these are smaller, but they'll still make a nice wide scarf. So I have this stack of
You're loving this, aren't you? You love to do this.
painted hankies here. So I have a lot, and I can always make more because I have tons of hankies. How many years? We were in Old Bedlam Farm when somebody sent me the first.
I remember.
hankies.
I remember.
And I kept them for like 3 years.
You
and
keep
I didn't
everything.
know
Look
what
at this place.
I didn't know
Everything
what to
you
do
send
with them.
her goes to, it's like Sue Silverstein.
And
Everything
people
goes for
have,
good use.
it is. Sue and I definitely have that in common.
Look at all this stuff.
For years and years, I didn't know what to do with them, and then I finally figured out what to do with the colored ones, and I made those into scarves. And the white ones were just, I needed to do something different. So last year was the first year I figured out what to do with those, where I started dyeing them, and this year I started painting on them.
So it always helps. You never know.
Well, no, because you're going to get this idea. And it could be 4 years later. Or
Anyway, you
whatever.
popped up in bed one night with this idea.
With this one, yeah, I had a dream. I had a
Just
dream
a couple
about these
weeks ago.
lines. About these lines. That's what I dreamt about.
But how do you figure out what to draw?
Oh, I just draw whatever comes to me.
All right, so you don't know how many of these you're going to make.
No, I hope to get 4 done today.
And so
by
ever
the end of the day, I
the
hope to have
marketer,
4
so
done.
if people want one,
If you want one, you can email me at maria@fullmoonfiberart.com, and I'll put you on my list.
these are already flying out of here.
Yeah, I already have about 5 or 6 people on the list.
You haven't made them yet.
I know. I know, which is great.
I know, it's great. Great to watch.
Yes, so thank you all.
All right, so and anything else you want to add? What about that thing over that sole too? That beautiful.
Well, I have somebody who's interested in and I have to finish making that into a quilt, but I.
So I offered. I want to buy one of these for me,
Yeah, you can't.
and
buy
you said no. You got to be on the list.
one. You're gonna way.
So are there any
down.
perks other than the obvious
Way
for
down on the list.
spoken like a true sex slave? I keep telling people I'm a sex slave. I have to watch their faces. They, one guy emailed me this morning. He said, "If you run out naked, why don't you put on shorts?" I said, "Because I don't want to."
Because you want to run out naked.
I want to run out
You
naked.
don't wanna
What's the
put
matter
on
with you
shorts.
people?
By the time you put on shorts, the sun is like in a
I know. I'm out here on my own
place.
farm. Nobody sees me. I'm getting the sun. They'll leave me alone.
Yeah.
And so anyway, this is great. I think these are very beautiful, very original.
Well, thank you, John.
People are actually liking them. I like my.
People are actually like, watch your step,
actually
don't
loving
step on
them.
it.
And you haven't even made them, which I think is really incredible.
Yeah, no, this is great. This is great. So,
Okay. So that's it?
I think we're done.
Am I free to go back to work?
You are free to go back to your work.
I think I will
And will go back to
congratulate
my
you on
work.
another string of great work.
Thank you, John.
I just love to come in here. I never know what I'm going to see. And I have to mention the hat. I gave that as a Christmas present. And Maria-fied it with a feather sticking out the side. Life with an artist.
Turkey feather.
Okay, guys, have a great weekend. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.